To the army. Jungkook and Jimin are ready to end their enlistment with a touching message 4 days into the moment that the world has been waiting for. Jungkook and Jimin, two BTS stars who have been filling the space of longing for their fans, are officially preparing to close their conscription round. But more than just going home, they came back with an unspoken message for these 2 years, a message capable of shaking even the strongest army's heart. I end the official statement released by HYBE. It was stated that Jungkook and Jimin will complete their service almost simultaneously and will be present together to give a final greeting as a soldier, as well as a greeting as BTS who returned. However, what makes this news even more resonant is the news that the two have prepared a personal message that will never be forgotten. One of Jimin's messages that leaked through the fanbase community showed that Jimin wrote a handwritten letter that he left to a friend who was known to be close to him in the military. In the letter, Jimin wrote, "I may live days away from you, but to be honest, I never really leave. Every night I imagine the army, imagine the stage, imagine us all laughing together again. I'll be home in a minute, and this time, I'm gonna sing a song I made during those lonely nights, just for you." The letter went viral in the fan community and led thousands of ARMY to rewrite the sentence, "I never really left," as a symbol of the strength of their love for Jimin. Unlike Jimin, who wrote long letters, Jungkook chose to send secret voice messages that were spread through internal broadcasts in the military. In the 45-second message, Jungkook's voice sounded heavy with emotion, but still soft. "There were nights where I sat alone in the barracks, imagining what if the stage was empty for a long time. But I know you're waiting. If you guys wait, I'll run faster to get back. Wait for me, okay?" The last part of the message was, "Wait for me, okay?" become trending in a matter of hours. Armies around the world print the phrase on banners, t-shirts, and even their social media bio. An exclusive leak states that HYBE is preparing a special live stream on the day Jungkook and Jimin officially finish their enlistment. The plan is that the two stars will stand side by side in front of the cameras, greeting in person the millions of fans who have been waiting for them to return home. HYBE staff even confirmed that this virtual stage will open with a compilation of photos and videos of their training period that have never been published before. Followed by a personal cue and a session called will be an emotional moment that may be difficult to repeat. Some inside sources mentioned that Jungkook and Jimin had prepared a secret duet song that they recorded during the last military leave. This song is predicted to be an open letter to the army who for 2 years continued to light the light for them. The song, tentatively titled "Walk Me Home," reportedly had lyrics written directly by Jimin, while Jungkook arranged the vocal parts. Scattered pieces of lyrics. "At the end of this road, I see you standing, never tired of waiting for me to come home." If these rumors are true, then the song's debut along with their return could be one of the most emotional moments in BTS history. What makes their return feel so deep is not just because they are back as BTS members, but because they came back with the stories, the wounds, and the love they brought with them during their service. Jungkook and Jimin never promised grandeur. They only promised one thing: togetherness. They never promised a big stage or a grandiose celebration. All they promise is a meeting, albeit simple, that will fill the space of the heart that has been empty. They know the world is changing, but their love, and the army's love, remained intact. 4 days have passed. That morning, the atmosphere at Incheon Airport felt different. Since dawn, thousands of soldiers from various directions began to fill the departure and arrival areas. Although HYBE has issued an official statement asking fans not to come for safety and privacy reasons, the love that had been settling for 2 years was too great to hold. The airport was filled with a sea of purple, banners reading "Welcome Home," and smiles mixed with sobs. The security guards tried to control the growing crowd, but there was no anger, no rioting, just a cornucopia of longing. And finally, at exactly 9:30 a.m. Korean time, two figures who so far could only be seen through military photos and short videos appeared at the arrival door. Jungkook and Jimin stood side by side, wearing their military uniforms for the last time. Jungkook looked down slowly, his face stiff with emotion. while Jimin, who is usually cheerful, this time could not hide his reddened eyes. They walked slowly, staring at the sea of fans who had long called them home, and when one of the army chanted, "Welcome home," Jimin finally put down his military bag, looked at Jungkook, and the two smiled as they lowered their heads deeply. Jungkook raised the small mic HYB had prepared for her brief statement. "Army, we're sorry we made you wait this long, but we're back. We're home. And you, stay here. Thanks for holding on." Jungkook's voice trembled. Then Jimin added gently, "You filled our lonely days, even though we couldn't always repay you back then. Today, we will begin to reciprocate. Today, we're back together." Tears broke out all over the airport. The fans cried while holding their best friend's hand, hugging the banner they were carrying. Even some were unable to say anything, just staring at the two long-lost stars of that stage after finishing the photo session and a short greeting. Jungkook and Jimin headed straight for the waiting black SUV. But who would have thought? On the way to the HYB building, they turned on a live broadcast suddenly through Weverse. Jungkook is seen sitting next to Jimin, both smiling innocently like they are not in the center of the world's attention. "We can't go home without saying it, right?" Jungkook said while glancing at Jimin. Jimin laughed a little, then said, "We hear everything. Your cover songs, the letters you send, even the videos you make. Don't think we don't know." The moment became one of the fastest live broadcasts that reached millions of viewers in just 3 minutes. The chat was full of "Welcome home. We are waiting for you," and not a few admitted to watching while crying. Jungkook then held Jimin's shoulder, then said, "We brought something." A mysterious smile appeared. They didn't reveal anything back then, just asked the army to wait for the next day. The next day, HYB released a surprise announcement. Jungkook and Jimin will release their duet single titled "Walk Me Home" that very night, with no promotion, no teaser, no long schedule. Just a special moment that they prepared in secret during the draft, even more electrifying. They also announced that they will be holding a live acoustic performance just for the army, no media, no VIP guests, only fans have been waiting since the hiatus. Sure enough, it was a night of tears. On a small stage, accompanied by acoustic guitars, Jungkook and Jimin sang a song that felt like an embrace. Warm, simple, yet meaningful. The song that made all the soldiers cry. "You stood there, waiting for me, even though the time was not on your side for a long time. Now let me walk you home, for you." The camera pans to a tear-stained Jungkook, while Jimin closes his eyes as he sings the final verse. Jungkook and Jimin's return is not just about settling the country's obligations. Their return is proof that the love they have for the army is not just a greeting, but that commitment has been tested by distance and time. They not only came home as artists, but as part of the family they had left behind. And for armies around the world, this moment is not just history. It's a reminder that no matter what happens, BTS always knows where they need to go home. Because in the end, their home is the army, and the army house always has room for BTS.